It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at Expedia.com, where you can find yours with Expedia. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here, and I welcome you to the Day in Tech History at dayintechhistory.com. It's part of the Tech Podcast Network. You can subscribe via iTunes, Zune, or Stitcher Internet Radio. Our Twitter is Day in Tech Hist, and all show notes are on the wiki page if you want to follow along. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. October 3rd, 1950, the U.S. Patent Office issues a patent to John Bardeen, Walter Brattain, and William Shockley for the Transistor. The three AT&T Bell Laboratories researchers had successfully tested the first of the devices 2 years prior. In 1955, Captain Kangaroo debuts on the CBS television network, and the Mickey Mouse Club also debuts on ABC. 1964, the first Buffalo Wings were made in the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York, hence the name Buffalo Wings. Jump up to 1985, the Space Shuttle Atlantis was launched on its maiden voyage. It carried 2 military communication satellites in a mission dedicated to the U.S. Department of Defense. In 1986, the Tandem Accelerator Superconducting Cyclotron, or TASCC, at the Chalk River Laboratories is officially opened. 1989, Microsoft announces the availability of Microsoft Flash File System, which is a file system for Intel's flash memory technology. It allows MS-DOS to support new memory storage devices as well as traditional storage media. 1994, in an email dated October 3rd of 1994, Bill Gates ordered his top executives to retract the documentation of the browsing extensions, but only until Microsoft's own developers of the Office suite and applications had sufficient time to work with the hidden extensions to build an insurmountable advantage over competitors such as WordPerfect. He further explained that without this advantage, Office would not compete with the major ISVs. 1995. Former football player and actor O.J. Simpson was found not guilty for the murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown, and friend Ronald Goldman. And now this word from our friends over at Expedia. Las Vegas, Jamaica, San Francisco, China, New York, Portland, Florida. Have you been? Maybe you're from there and you need to start planning your trip home for the holidays. Now is the time to do that. With rates at their lowest for November and December, you can get great deals in planning your trip. That's where Expedia comes in, from air travel, hotels, cars, and full vacation packages. Because who doesn't want to be in a warm city during the coldest of winters? You can also earn Expedia points so you can use them on more trips all around the world. Get $25 off your first hotel booking at Expedia. Go over to geekazine.com/Expedia for more details. Over at Expedia, find yours. Now let's get back into your day in tech history. Back in 2003, a white tiger used in the Illusion Act attacks Roy Horn of the Siegfried and Roy combo during a performance in Las Vegas, leaving him partially paralyzed. 2007, NBC's Jeff Zucker calls for pulling in all levels of government, ISPs, consumer electronics makers, credit card companies, user-generated content sites to counter piracy. And also in 2007, Google launches Google Transit. 2008, a bank robber was able to get away with an armored truck robbery in Washington. He solicited decoys on Craigslist with the promise of a road maintenance job. Apparently, he'd seen the Thomas Crown affair one too many times. He then escaped in a creek headed for the Skykomish River and an inner tube, and the cops were still looking for him. A great amount of money was taken, so the article said. Also in 2008, a rumor that Steve Jobs had a heart attack comes across the internet, including in a post on CNN. The news was, of course, not true. And because of that, the Securities and Exchange Commission launches an investigation because of how the stock Apple has risen so high so fast. Also in 2008, after a long battle, congressmen can now use third-party sites after both the House and Senate recently approved new rules. And Yahoo launched a beta of Yahoo News. And in 2010, Google acquires Blind Type, which is a startup for mobile typing that allows you to look less at your screen when you are typing. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2014 JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.